Hi, Steve from Custom Table Tennis, and we're going to have another look at the Gambler 7s rubber. We've already sort of just touched on it, but it's a fairly new product to us, and we wasn't quite sure how it would compete with all the other brands out there. So this is a review. I don't ordinarily just read things out like this, but because it's a review, and somebody who knows what he's talking about, somebody who's been coaching for 30 odd years, and somebody who knows his rubbers. So the review for the Gambler 7s is put: fantastic rubber for the price for beginner and intermediate players. Tackiness disappears after a few weeks, but the top sheet remains grippy after 3 months of playing every other day, unlike other rubbers I have tried, including Paleo, Friendship 729, DHS, Daiway and others. Soft sponge makes it easy to control and generate spin. I could lift underspin balls much easier than with harder rubbers. The rubber is quite slow by today's standards, but it gives you confidence to hit harder, and you know your balls will land on the table. If you need more speed, you can pair it with a harder faster blades, which I think will work well. I used it on a custom table tennis Hinoki carbon blade, and it is one of the best combinations I have ever tried, Paul. So thanks for the review. The reason why I've read it out is because some people won't know what we actually do, but here's the rubbers. There we go. We've got to keep it in 2.1 on this special sponge. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to run down all the rubbers that it compares to, but what is special about this. So originally we wasn't even going to keep the rubber in, because we can have them put on blades in the factory, and they can do the work for us. But people are asking for the rubber to put on their favourite blades. So although it doesn't make sense, these are $14.99 a sheet. I'll bring one out now, and I'm going to actually weigh them as well. So $14.99 a sheet, or if I bring the bat in, I've already done a separate review about this. So you've got the same rubber. There's no cheaper version. There's honestly no cheaper version that we're putting on. It's the same sponge, the same rubber. This bat, we've just ordered another 200. They're going out $29.99 with a blade that is actually $26.99. So it's a bit of a no-brainer if you haven't got your favourite blade or one that's been handed down to you, just to buy the bat at $29.99. So since then, what I'll do is I'll just bob it on the scales. I'll bring the scales in. So as a lady asked the other day, basically she wanted to know, she's 2 sons, she's got 8 and 12, and our recommendation, she just hadn't got a clue, but she didn't want to buy something that was a load of rubbish. So this one, 8-year-old U3A, just starting out, you want something a little bit lighter. This one's going to be a little bit lighter at 169, 170, compared to the other version that I'm coming to now, which this one is $34.99 with the rubbers attached. Again, the rubbers are $14.99 each, so you will be looking at $56.97 if you combine it all and put it in the basket and bought it that way. So I don't know if I put that one on, but that's a little bit heavier. And again, here are the 2 blades. We're just going to talk about these 2 blades and combinations today, because I did a video that was nearly half an hour long and people got totally confused. So we're just going to work on the basis of, you're starting out, you're a beginner to intermediate level, and this is about where you're at. You shouldn't really be thinking carbon and offensive plus and all these different other brands, and you shouldn't want to be really spending, well, it depends on your budget. You should be in between $29.99 and $119.99 based on what I'm going to show you today. So that to one side then. What I'll do is there's the Gambler 7s. You've heard the review. What we like about it is the weight. So it's a nice lightweight rubber, 56 grams on that. Some of these really expensive rubbers, they're like 75, 80 grams, and then you've got your blade on top. Just going back to the blade, I should mention that the all-round's about 80, and let's do it. I'm probably flitting about, but I'm going to come back. So that's the all-round plus, which 80 plus or minus 3. This one's a little bit lighter, we know it is. Yeah, so again with the weight. So back to this, nice lightweight. Moving up, so this is coming out at $29.99 on a bat or $34.99 on a bat. Moving up slightly, we've got the world #1. We've been selling this for probably 10, maybe even more. A little bit heavier, but it's, as you can see, it's got a little bit of a tuned effect, but it is a little bit heavier. So you've best part of 10 grams there. It's not going to be 20 grams heavier on the whole bat because you're cutting it off, and it's relative to that. So we offered that one on our blades at $39.99. We're going to make that up for you. Blade will be sealed, made to perfection. Based on what the reviewers said, and we've been selling this stuff for years and years and years. Friendship 729. From a coaching point of view, when I did my coaching 30 years ago, the only thing with this and the Gambler 7s, as you've seen in the other reviews, is a semi-tacky. The only thing wrong with this one is it really is sticky. So if I can even get it started. So it's a sticky rubber, and if you're coaching and they all get thrown in a box, and then you come the following week, they're just covered in dust. So they do need a lot more care and attention. But 63, 62, 729, it's not overly heavy. It's a little bit harder than that one. But as I say, it's a sticky surface. You either love it or you hate it. But in our opinion, we would probably skip these two out. Let's have a look at the Geospin Tacky. A little bit lighter. It says also on this 729 cream sponge. There you go, the Friendship, the Geospin Tacky. Based on that review, I would be probably looking at cutting these two out from a beginning coaching point of view, unless you specifically want to play a spin game. If you want a more rounded game, I would literally jump from the Gambler 7s. We're moving up now onto German rubber. This is the next progression. So you've bought a bat at $29.99 or $34.99, and you're progressively at a nice steady rate. This would be your next logical step. So loads of this stuff. It's really grippy, really durable. It's made of pure natural rubber. We'll bob it on the scales. Yeah, it's about the same as the same similar sort of weight as this one here, and this one I believe is $79.99 because you've got $29.99 a side rubber. In case I forget, these are the current prices as of now. This video could be around for years and years and years, and we don't know how prices are going to go up. And then your next logical step after that one, I mean, I know players who play with this in Division. I don't know anybody in Division 1 because it's probably just not fast enough, but in Division 2 at a really decent level, made in Germany, really, really durable. You can hit nicely with it. So that's your first sort of entry level into the German made rubber. And then moving up, the logical, and then you're on to a different thing altogether. This one, I think you're now into the realms of £100 bat, $99.99. Got the Euro DF but we've also got 5 variations. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because I've done it in another video. So literally, the Euro DF is the softest. It's a 37.5 on the hardness scale, and then, but jumping right up to the top, we've got Jekyll and Hyde, and I'm pretty certain we've because of the high volumes of this, we've just actually reduced the price on this, and we can put this on a bat for $119.99. But the question is, going back to the beginning then, is it feasible on either this bat or the other one to jump from this rubber all the way up here? Well, I would say, in all honesty, you would need a coach to tell you to do so. It's happened time and time again where somebody's really progressed quickly. They can jump all the way from the top rubbers to from the bottom rubbers all the way up to the top fastest spinniest rubber. Bearing in mind, key is we're on an all-round blade, so whatever you're going to put on here, control is going to be key. But generally speaking, people will move up gradually, unless you're a quick learner or a youngster and you're picking it up really quickly, and then there's no reason why you can't jump right to the top rubber. So it's a little bit of an insight. I didn't want to make this one too long because it's just, again, it's all can get confusing. These are all the packets. We've already had a look at that one. So you can buy them all loose, you can buy them on bats, but obviously with the Gambler 7s, unless you've got a favourite blade, why would you not buy this bat at $29.99 with the rubbers attached? So you're basically getting the blade for free. The other blade costs a little bit more to produce. So with our all-round wood, the $34.99. So basically, you're paying a $5 for that. I wasn't going to waffle on about prices. I really wasn't. But people are sending emails across, and how much is this and how much that. But it's customtabletennis.co.uk is where we are. Looking at the packets of the Friendship, you've got 729 Geospin Tacky, Musa, and then we're on to Europe DF, and then at the moment that's this for 2023. If you want to see our best-selling rubbers, I'll spoil it for you. This was our number 1. I think that was our number 2 or 3. I can't quite remember. But a little bit of a look into how to choose a bat. Don't overcomplicate things. I hope I've not overcomplicated it for you. It's lovely when we get a review from somebody who knows what they're talking about other than ourselves, and he's adamant that the Gambler 7s for coaching the intermediate, you don't need to look anywhere else. I forgot to add, based on the review, and we're going to try it myself. I'm going to try it myself at the weekend. This is our best-selling blade. I can't believe how many units that's gone on that. I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing. We could have stopped at this one instead of going for the faster ones. We're going to actually sell this out at so the blade's $59.99. We're going to put 2 Gambler 7s on for an extra £10. So this blade, the bat will go out at $69.99. And then you've got our best-selling blade and best-selling rubber. I mean, it's got to be our best-selling rubber. It is going to outsell everything because of the fact that we've got it on our bats. So I just thought I'd add that. So that's a quick add-on. That's going to go on bats at $69.99 as from today. So, Steve from Custom Table Tennis, hit the like and subscribe. If you want more videos, as I said, hit the like and subscribe. Bye for now.